Happy Sunday, happy Lunar New Year. Happy Sunday, happy Lunar New Year. Happy Sunday. This is my son goddess. MaSunGoddess777. Greetings to everyone. Greetings. Support Maya's temple. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm not going to be up here but a second. Just wanted to come through and say happy Sunday. Checking in to see how everybody is doing on this Lunar New Year. How everybody transmuting the energy. I know it's Sunday. Everybody probably out enjoying this beautiful weather like me. Getting in these last sunset rays before the sunset. If it's that time of the day where you're located. I know where I'm at. It's still, the sun is still up. But it's going to set probably in like the next maybe like hour or so. Maybe a little less time than that. The sun is setting. And they say these are the best times to sun gaze, when the sun is rising and when the sun is setting. Those are the high times of getting the sun rays, like when the sun is setting and in the morning when the sun is rising. So that's what I'm out here doing. Getting in this Sunday evening sun rays. I didn't catch it when it was, yes I did. I was up when it came up, the sun came up. But I really didn't sun gaze like that when it came up. I did a little bit, but I'm getting it in now. That the sun is setting, getting in these sun rays. And I definitely have to ground. I hadn't grounded in a couple of days, but I'm definitely going to get it in sometimes today, between today and tomorrow. Because I think I think I was doing it too much. I was doing it too much, and the spirit was like, hey, you can balance it out, and you don't have to do it like every single day. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let a little energy build up. So I've been taking in all this fire horse energy, the Lunar New Year, and shedding off the old and in with the new. Greetings, greetings, everyone. This is MaSunGoddess777. Out with the old and in with the new. Happy Lunar New Year. Oh yes, I will and in with the new. Happy Lunar New Year. It doesn't matter about where you at. It don't matter about your age. It don't matter about none of that superficial stuff. It don't matter if you blue, pink, purple, green, red, black, orange. It's about what you got going on within you and creating your realities and thinking about what you want for yourself, and having the right intentions. It don't matter what your family said about you. It don't matter what I say about you. It don't matter what the government think about. It's about what you think about yourself from within. That's what it's about. It's about you creating your heaven on earth. It's about you loving yourself and you setting boundaries for yourself and not allowing somebody to call you the name that you can answer to, the name you want to answer to. And if you don't want to answer that, tell them, look, that ain't my damn name. You shut up. You shut the hell up. You don't get on my page to tell me to shut up. You shut up. How about that? I'm going to keep on talking. I'm going to keep right on. Now that you told me to shut up, I'm going to say it even more. You create your heaven on earth. You speak your truth to power. Don't let nobody see. That's one of them bots or one of them, what is it? Internet warriors. They wouldn't tell me that to my face. They definitely, Isaiah, Israel, Joshua, whatever that kind of name is that. What kind of name? What if you supposed that's one of them Abrahamic names. You don't supposed to be talking to nobody else, you little patriarchal demon. But anyway, You don't let nobody shut you up. You speak truth to power. And you also, be yourself. You don't got to be nice all the time and love and light. Everything is one. No, if you don't like something, you speak your truth. We ain't turning the other cheek. We not turning the other cheek. We not letting the enemy indoctrinate us with, oh, when they slap you, just look the other way. Turn the other cheek. Just lay down and be a damn tail rag. And wait till you get to heaven. And you can get your damn milk and honey right now in the present. That's right. You can have your heaven right here. They have their heaven. You can have your heaven on earth. They tell you to wait till you die. No, you don't gotta wait. You can have it right now, right here. And you don't gotta be no damn ass kisser. And you don't gotta be no damn turn the other cheek motherfucker. And not speak your peace and speak truth to power to make it in. Cause your heaven is right here. You create your heaven right here. You create your own realities. Right now, right here in the present. Be aware of not being too sedated and being out of the present and not being aware of what's going on around you too. It's nothing wrong with taking that. Now it's not that you do the drugs, but don't let the drugs do you. When you get into a point where you too dependent on anything, that's food, that's sex, that's companionship, when you too dependent on your family members, when you too dependent on even a medication that you like, oh God, I gotta have this. If I don't take this medication, then I'm not gonna. Don't get dependent on nothing. You didn't come here in this world with those attachments. Detach yourself, shed off, and loose things. I'm not just saying to stop doing everything and be perfect and not, you be in this world, be in the world, but not of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be attached to nothing. Don't be too attached where you like, I can't live without something. Let's go for, I don't care what it is. Mama, daddy, children, husband, wife, friend, sister, brother. Don't never be that, cause it's like the Matrix. You see how those agents got into those people in the Matrix movie? If you ain't looked at the Matrix, go back and look at it now. But think about it. The movies now, the old movies, it's hard for some people to watch them because they were like in monologue. These movies now are in high definition. But if you can go back and look past all of that, by us being a more awakened now, we can get a lot of knowledge from going back and looking at movies that were made back in the days, because that's what I'm doing. When I go back and look at those movies, they make a lot of sense. Some of the things that I didn't understand in past times, when I go back now and I get past looking at the three high definition movies versus the monologue movies, I am actually able to take in the knowledge and really understand the movies, the old movies, even more. Hi, Zoe 23Z3K. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I'm talking about, like, if you go back and look at the older movies now, if you can get past being used to high definition and you listen at the knowledge from the older movies, it will really wake you up to some stuff that you didn't catch when you looked at it, like the symbols and the different undertones in movies. But it's in an analog. It's not high definition. So if you can get past the screen and looking and looking at the older movies, you can gain a lot of knowledge, because we thank you very much. We are more awakened now. So if we go back and look at the old movies, if we can tolerate looking at the screens because we're so used to high definition, we can gain a lot of knowledge, because we all have awakened as a collective at this point in time. And that's what I've been doing. I've been looking at the older movies. I'm not even gonna tell you the one I'm looking at now. It's funny. Oh man, it's free and it's on YouTube too. It's just funny. I don't even want to. But it's really crazy how they fooled us. It's really crazy how everything is like the Truman Show. Like, we've been in the Truman Show all this time, and I went and looked at that a couple of times. I like that with Jim Carrey, where he's actually on a movie screen. He was purchased by a production company when he was a little newborn, and he don't realize that his whole life is a movie screen. He thinks it's all real, but it's really all smoke and mirrors, and it's just he's like acting out, and the people are looking at him. The fans are like hoping that he wake up to it, and they don't think it's right what this production company has done, and he He really thinks it's real life, but all the people around him are actors, even his dad, even his mom, even his wife, and he thinks it's like real. So that's what everything is a show. We're like, they're acting out rituals. I mean, this is crazy. Like these people are bored and they're not playing fair. We gonna have to play fair with ourselves and say, right, it's all within you. They got us looking to celebrities and worshiping these presidents and these people, and all along you were the hero. You were your own. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where you. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You are. If you really do the work on yourself, you're really justified. You're really justified if you really work on you. I don't. I mean, I wouldn't care where you come from. It's where you going. What's in your heart? What's your intent? Like, don't let nobody tell you that if you have a pure heart and you have love in your heart, and after all the hell you've been through, and you're trying to be better. You're trying, like, you're not perfect, but you're trying. You like, okay, I'm not doing the same shit I used to do. Like, the things I used to do, I know it's not appealing to me no more. It's not what I should be doing. I have changed. You changing from a demon to coming an angel? You trying to be better? That's good. Because it's so many that really are not trying to change. They're just trying to hide that they are still the same, and they are not willing to make changes or do the work. They riding on your coattail. Those are the energy vampires. Those are the what you call it? Those are the ones draining you. It's people riding on your coattail because they know you might not have the money, or you might not be famous. You might not be the most prettiest one in the room, or the most handsome, or tall, or have the features, or the family with the silver spoon. But it's something in you that's so special until they need you as an energy source. And if you weren't around, oh, their world will fall. But they're not going to tell you that. They gonna make you think that you don't matter. You like the Cinderella, whether you the man or the woman. A man can be Cinderella too. It don't just have to be women. It's so many men that really are sensitive, and people really don't understand how sensitive little boys are, how sensitive men are, how painful things are to them, and how it affects them. We always about the girls, but we only use the girls for a resource. That's why the girls are so fucking important, because the girls are only used as a fucking resource. Because think about it, a woman is only as good as who she's married to, or who's your dad, what family did you come from, what is your bloodline. I mean, it's never where they look at a woman in the old society as the patriarchal, which I don't even throw the patriarchal side. I don't throw the patriarchal way, because I know we need men too. I don't want no society where it's just women and there's no men, and we're all just women, because these women now, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Some of these women now, they do not need to be running nothing. All they want is power, so that they can be, it's me, I'm in control, and I'm the queen, and you do what I tell you to do, and I rule. They're not righteous rulers. They wouldn't be great empire builders, because they don't have the right mindset. They don't have the unconditional love. They have not worked on their heart, and they haven't worked on their solar plexus. They have not worked on their sacral chakra. And when I say sacral chakra, I'm talking about you just as bad as a man. You look at a man and say he's a dog, but you can't control yourself either, honey. It's a lot of women out here that when that thing start barking, oh, that dog, that bitch gonna go and get satisfied. Whether it's the husband, and we say, oh, they're married, and oh, this is a marriage. It does not matter. People ain't never really. Marriage is really not what they told us it was. For the common people, where they call us the goyim, or the peasants, or what do they call us? Cattle. The ones that they call us, the elite call us cattle. They don't look at marriage as like we look at marriage. We look at marriage as, oh, I'm in love and I'm running off into the sunset and I'm marrying my soulmate. The elite in those secret societies look at marriage as a business. It's really about bloodline and building empires. It's not about, that's why a lot of those people will have it where you are betrothed. You got to marry certain people, You got to marry certain bloodlines. See, they let us be free and do what we want to do because they want us to think that we're free when really we don't have any structure. We don't know the rules of engagement. That's why we go to school for 12 years, kindergarten through 12th grade. And when you get out of school, you don't know nothing about a corporation. You don't know nothing about building a business or entrepreneurship. You don't know anything about gold or silver or real estate for the most part when you're going to public education, even some of the private education too, like the Christian schools and stuff, unless you're involved with those elite families that's into already building up a structure from, you know, the beginning, and they've had trust and what is it, irrevocable trust and all that passed down, the old money and stuff. If you can be around those kind of people, you might get the knowledge, but they keep their stuff quiet as kept because they know that if they tell too many of the regular people too much knowledge, then everybody would be on their level and then they wouldn't be the 1%. That's why they got to keep a certain percentage. They try to keep a certain percentage at a certain level, and then they try to keep most of the masses dumbed down with thinking that, you know, they gotta work and get paid by the hour, and, you know, work a 9 to 5, and because they're not getting paid by the hour. They're getting paid from assets and investments that they've let accrue time out for over 10 years, some of them years and years. That's how they wealth, by investing in the stock. I know I had one of my doctors tell me a long time ago how if you would invest like a long ago, if you would invest a certain amount in the stock market and leave it for so many years, how it could accrue millions of dollars. And that's something that they really don't tell anybody. I was blessed for him to tell me that, and I guess he must have saw something in me, or most of them, he was in a, you know, a society, they don't really tell you stuff like that. They keep that to themselves. So I appreciated that. No, I did not. I took some of the knowledge and used it, but I didn't. I wish I would have completely listened to him, you know, because that's some life changing information. And later on, I was like, damn, he didn't even have to tell me that. Knowledge applied is power. I mean, it's okay to know a lot, but if you don't apply, knowledge applied is very powerful. Very powerful. I mean, hey, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But knowledge is applied is very powerful, and if you have if you want to be, if you want to be different and try to, you know, where you at, you gotta have certain. You cannot be around the same. You can't be around the same shit. You really can't. You gotta upgrade and get like the knowledge. Like you gotta have coaches. You gotta have and not only that, you have to have the right mindset. Because if you got like a coach telling you something and you have the right mindset, then it's, you gotta be real from within. Like money, money just really proves who you really. The more money you get, it proves who you really are. It's gonna show how much of an asshole you are, or it's gonna show how much of a balanced person you are. It's gonna bring out your true character. So you can get money. It's a lot of people with money that are not shit. That's not the thing. You want to have a certain type of mindset with money. You want to have morals. You want to have integrity. You don't want to have the mindset and this energy where you got to step on somebody or throw somebody under the bus and be in survival mode. It's not going to work out and pan out. So it's good to have the right coaches. It's good to have the right life coaches. It's good to align yourself with knowledgeable people. But you better have your inside right now, too. You better be about the collective. You better be in that Aquarius energy. You better be about the collective. You better not be in that mindset of me, myself, and I, and you know what I'm saying? Hey, you got to get yours. I got to get mine. It's a dog-eat-dog world. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It didn't even work out for a lot of people. It worked out for a little while in that Piscean era. It worked out for a little while. But now, and I'm entitled, and I'm better than this one, and I deserve this. No, I mean, it's good to have your inner man, you know what I'm saying, intact with the wealth. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I didn't come into the things that I could have came into. I'm glad I walked away from opportunities when when I wasn't working on healing, because if I would have walked into those opportunities with the unhealed mindset that I had, I would have destroyed myself. I definitely would have. So I'm just grateful that I now can know how to handle not just having material things, but I've been spiritually working on myself to be able to integrate with, divine alignment, and know how to be a righteous leader, know how to build an empire with unconditional love, know what boundaries to set, know how far to go, and and my discernment is knowing when who I need around me. Being able to discern and see through the waters and see through the trees and all of that. Having my discernment intact to be able to see things when I'm not even there, and not even being angry about it, like not taking it personal, but knowing that it's seasons to everything. Everybody can't go with you. Everybody can't. And that's okay, because everybody got their own bridge to cross. Everybody got their own path to go over. Everybody got their own cross to bear. Everybody got their own empire to create. It would be nice if we could all be together and we could all just love each other unconditionally and we could all get along. But what does it say? And I don't even, I take it with a grain of salt, and I chew the meat and spit out the bone when it comes to books, even the good book. But what it say? It's a narrow road. It's very narrow. It's a very narrow road. You're not gonna be able to take everybody with you. You're not. You're not. And you're gonna have to always choose you. You cannot sacrifice yourself. You're gonna have to choose you at the end of the day. And you can't worry about what people think. You can't worry about it. They don't understand you. You cannot worry about it when you walking in your alignment and your purpose, and you working on yourself, and you know for a fact that you got pure intentions, and you're not holding no malice in your heart, and you done tested it out. You done tested it out, and you sitting back seeing like, okay, 1+1 = 2, 2+2. Okay, like, okay, now I know. And a lot of times I have been in procrastination. I have been sitting at the crossroads. A lot of things I already knew for a long time. I'm talking about years. And I've been sitting at the crossroads, and I was not ready to face these things. Because me being human and me being in this body, some things that's so painful until I don't want to face it. Because I know once I do face it, I'm gonna have to keep right on going and keep right on moving. It's not gonna be comfortable I'm not for me either. I have to get out of my comfort zone, and I have to call a spade a spade. I have to tell the truth and speak truth to power. I do. I was talking to somebody last night, and I was like, listen, this is the end. Like we can't keep doing this. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm done. I'm done with a lot of things. I'm in that fire horse energy. I gotta, that fire, and I'm trying to integrate it and balance it out. I'm at my balance. I'm balanced now. I'm on now. Like that song, she say, I'm putting you on, I'm putting you down. I'm on now. I'm on it now. And I have integrated the unconditional love. I have integrated the healing. I have integrated the boundary. I have examined myself. I have examined my motives. I have even tested. I said, no. The spirit said, yeah, you got to face this. You got to face. I said, no, not that, not this test, not this test. The spirit said, yeah, this test. You have to face this too. And you have to walk it like you talk it. You have to. And you have to be, you've seen firsthand what happens when you show partiality. You've seen firsthand when you stay silent. You've seen firsthand when you ignorantly turn the other cheek. You've seen firsthand when you conspire by not speaking up on things. You're not meant to do that. You've been called to speak truth to power. Speak your peace. And it's gonna make some people uncomfortable. Everybody's not gonna like. Everybody not gonna like you anyway. So that's normal. That's normal. If you're doing something right, everybody ain't gonna like that. You gotta make people uncomfortable. You gotta speak the truth. And that's really the unconditional love. When you speak in truth and you know that that truth might cause them to turn away, it might cause them to not want to mess with you no more. It might cause them to say, you know what, I never want to see her again. But at the same time, that's what you've been called to do. You have been called to bring in the new and complete the endings that need to be ending, that need to be ended, the things that need to end the systems, to end the curses, to end the ignorance, to end the stagnation. It's like, it's it. This is it. It's up now. Like, come on, we not doing this no more. It's time out for that. To put an ending to things. And it's not comfortable for you or other people. What people don't realize, it's not even comfortable for me to have to do that. Like, I just want to, sometimes I just want to go along with the status quo and just get along and go along. But shit be going too far. It really be going too far and getting out of hand. What they say, it be getting out of pocket. And I have to put my fucking foot down. I have to. I have no other choice. And it's not a very popular, it's not the popular way to go. It's not. It's never been popular. This is me. This is who I am. I've had people to try to, shut me up and quiet me down and take me out and shut me down, lock me up, speak death upon me, and I'm still here, baby. I'm still in alignment. Yeah, I might fall down on my ass, but I get back up and I keep on trying, and I keep on trying to be in alignment with my higher self and walking in balance, unconditional love, setting boundaries and speaking truth to power. It's not something that's fun. It's not. It's not something that I wake up and ready to do. It's what I've been called to do, my purpose, and I have to implement these systems, and I have to end these systems. That's what I'm here at this specific appointed time, not to be nobody's best friend. Yeah, I'll be, if it work out for us and it flow like that, I'll be your friend to the end. But one thing about it, when I'm not dancing to your music, and when I'm not agreeing with you, and when I'm not adding and abetting the bullshit, don't get upset. Don't get upset, because I'm not showing no partiality to nobody. Like, I'm not even gonna take up for somebody that I had carried. Like, my children even know this. Like, I don't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Listen, if you in the right, I got you. But if you in the wrong, I'm not. And you hurting other people and stuff and affecting a lot of systems, that's not my job. Like, you just look. That ain't my job. Hey, I'm aligning with nature, with Mama Universe. Like, the universe don't do that. Nature don't do that. Nature don't even do that. When it's time for an ending, it's time for an ending. I mean, hey, the nature is the generator, the operator, the designer, and the destroyer. Sometimes you gotta create. Sometimes you gotta generate. Sometimes you gotta operate. Sometimes you gotta design. But sometimes, yeah, you gotta destroy. That's what we got. I'm in alignment. Like, I can't control. I'm a goddess, and I'm a form, you know what I'm saying, in my own right, but I'm not over the universe. Like, I can't just be on some, like, oh, you got my divine faith. That's not the kind of that ain't the kind of God I believe in, where I hate one child in the womb and the other child is my favorite, and the twin. I don't even get that I don't even get that, how it can be twins and one twin is still in the other brother. That ain't even that sound like some bullshit going on there to me. How you gonna have twins and y'all gonna choose the other child over the other child and then call the other child the devil the whole time, and then they done took that on as a story of being the white man and the black man in the same womb, and one of them came out. That ain't them all black people. Them motherfuckers, if it was ever a damn Esau and Jacob, them niggas, they were both indigenous, melanated. One was just probably red and like them people with red hair and albino looking and light skin. But I don't even agree with that story like that. I mean, I don't get, like, how is that fair? Like, if there was a story written about me now, if some of my loved ones wrote a story about me now, and y'all look back and read it, and if you had to really do some discernment and digging, because I would be looked at as the black sheep, and the children that's not not good at all, the one that ain't even really the child that really should be, that's the one that would be decorated as a chosen child. But I would be the bad, I would be looked at as the bad bastard, what is it, the dark sheep, the demonic child, and the other child would be praised in society, as they would write it in a book as being the one, and that's the child that done all the damage. But see, you got to be careful, because a lot of these people that has gotten this information from the matriarchs, they have turned these stories around and made us think that it's okay for two babies to be born in a womb, and they fighting the whole time, then they come out, and then the family choose one child over the other, and then the other child sneak and steal the other child birthright, because that child is out there hungry and fighting them, done fought a battle, and he about dead, and he say, look, if you give me your if I give you some of this soup, but you got to give me your birthright. What kind of sibling? I don't even want no sibling like that, that's gonna take my birthright when I'm at my weakest moment. That, you better look at that. I'm cutting my eyes at Jake. I'm cutting my eyes at Jake. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all can read these books, and then when I read the beginning, and it was like, kill a witch and don't look at the stars. Don't. I knew right then when I was a kid. I'm like, something. Yeah, they done infiltrated on this book. If this is a holy book, then for them to say that in the beginning, I'm looking at the stars. I was doing that when I was a kid. I'm looking at the stars. I'm checking out to see what the fuck the witch is talking about. All that shit. If I don't need it, if it's something I don't need to hear, then oh well. I'll hash it out in the spiritual realm and in the physical. But honey, I'm not gonna stop. When I was even in church as a kid, I'd be trying to see what astrology was talking about, because I felt a call to that. So that was a natural pull. So So yeah, I'm just saying, like, you have to be careful with what you agree with, because some of these gods that they telling you the follow don't even like you, and it's really not no supreme. It's a god that thinks that, like, they are like Yaldabaoth thinks that they are the supreme god, but this god in mythology or whatever, this god killed their own mother Sophia. So you have to be careful and go within, because you older than some. You are actually ancient, more ancient, older than some of these gods you worshiping and giving all your power and your praise to, and they don't even like you. So you have to be careful. I'm telling you, because when I read some stories, I'm like, maybe the person that I'm actually thinking the bad guy is not the bad guy, and maybe these tribes and stuff that they talking about, why they going and stealing all these people land? And why is it okay? Think about it. Why is it okay to go? This shit sound very familiar. Why is it okay to go and take people land and kill the women and the children and take the people's spoils? Where you remember? Where that sound familiar at? Like, you just gonna go into somebody's country and you just gonna go on somebody's land and say, get? How would you feel right now if I tell you that God told me to take your house because I'm the chosen one, and I go in your house, kill your family, put y'all all out, and I take your shit and tell you God, and plant my flag up there and say God told me to do this? You're gonna look at me like I am crazy, and I am too. I'm gonna look at you like you crazy for believing me, because I don't believe that. I don't believe no God gonna tell you, you wandering around and you gotta go kill people. They been doing this. How you think they colonize the world on the dot there, this off of this bullshit? Religious wars, taking the land, raping and killing and pillaging the women and the children, and taking the men as POW. They did that to the and changed our identity over here in Americas. How the hell you think? Why is it that your God gonna tell you to go take my fucking land that my people don't pass down to me? You gonna take my land, take my women, grape my women, and they graping the children. Think about it. If these people on these files now is doing this to children, and it ain't just no daggone Caucasian children. They was doing this to melanated children, but they might not put that out. It might have been more of they eating the Caucasians. They taking the organs and stuff of the melanated ones. They need that. That's what they say. Bobby Hemmings said it. Don't judge by me. Bobby Hemmings said that's where they get melatonin from. is they got to take people out. They got to take melanated black people out to get melatonin, allegedly via Bobby Hemmett. He said that a long time ago. But where do you think all this comes from? These same people now, all these people in power that's on these files, and it's being redacted, and you see the names. It's the whole world. It ain't just these presidents and these celebrities in America. It's the whole world doing this. The whole elites, all the elites all over the world, whether it's in the UAE, the Bali over there, they got them in Africa doing it. They got them over there in Switzerland, the ones in Germany, all of them, Russia. I don't know about Putin, because Putin ain't never have no slaves, and I don't trust him like that neither. But I don't even know about him. But he might won't involved in it. But you never know. But I'm saying in Germany, over there in China, over there, all of these world leaders, all of these elite, they all is on them lists. They all was doing the same thing, because guess what they did? They all had to come together. That's what they said. Asir was saying the Six Flags. 6 nations had to come together with the government to take us down and take our inheritance and steal our identity. They all came together to take us. It's all about the indigenous, and we ain't African American. And I ain't even gonna say rest in peace, because he was an agent. That man was an agent that get Jesse Jackson, that African American shit. He knew he had his indigenous documentation, but he told us we was African and didn't ask us if he wanted to be called that. I'm not from no Africa. Yeah, I'm of the Americas. I'm indigenous Moorish of the I'm an indigenous more of the Americas, but I'm not from no fucking Africa. Them people don't even listen. I know a lot of Africans, they don't know nothing about that story about us. They just do that because it makes money. Welcome to the diaspora, my brother and sister. When you get over there, them people don't fuck with you like that. They want that American dollar. They ain't bit more thinking about, they don't like us. Everybody's jealous of. Do you realize who you are? You are the most ancient. You are the oldest. This is where all the pyramids are in the Americas. All the bonds, all the pyramid, the Washtenaw, all that. If you go look up Fleur Burns, she's telling you your last names. I done seen all my family last names on that list where they done stole the identity and took the land from the indigenous. I seen my stepdaddy last name up there. I seen my grandmama like maiden, and I seen her married. Oh man, they did a tragedy. Do you realize who you are? Everybody hates you. Everybody's jealous of you. You know why? Do you know why? Because they know who you are. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are and how powerful you are. All of those Marvel films is talking about all them superheroes. That's you. That's you. That's in you. That's your ancestors. You are deities. Even Sambo. Sambo was not a black face. That was an ancient god. You are a deity. You were the gods they worship. You were tall. You were like the avatars. You weren't even brown. The only reason you brown now because of the damn oxidation. You were like blue and green. You were giants. And when you hear them talking about giants, they make you hate the giants. They always talking about the giants and we was getting along with the giants. We were the giants. Hey, that's our family too. All this talk about the evil tribes and the pagan tribes and how they came in and they took the land and killed. Man, you don't supposed to be taking nobody's land. You don't supposed to be taking nobody's stuff and taking their identity and killing the women and the children. I'll never agree with that. I'll never agree with that. So I don't care what book they put it in. That's not right. That's what they did here. You think that's right? They did it worldwide. So I just wanted to just say, everybody, you keep right on going within you and keep on healing and working on you and facing the truth. Like, I've had to face some truths that I didn't even want to face. I've had to face some demons I didn't even want to face. I had to face some I had to let go of some things I did not want to let go of, but I had no choice, and I have no choice to keep shedding it off and becoming light as a feather. And that's not saying I don't have unconditional love. That's not saying that I'm angry or I'm bitter or none of that. I'm not any of that. I'm not none of that. But if you're going to be around me, And if you're gonna be in my presence and have access to me, cause I know my worth now, I know my value, I know my wisdom, I know what I can build. I build empires, I build systems. I don't have to give you anything but wisdom. That's more. That's my wisdom is priceless. My presence is priceless. My energy towards you is priceless. Cause I'm doing the work. So I'm not gonna be taken for granted. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna dim me down or play in my face or put me in a box or make me feel uncomfortable. If you cannot understand that, then I don't gotta be around you. I don't have to be attached to none of that bullshit anymore. Cause I'm not of this. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. My purpose is bigger than having a kids, and I love them unconditionally. But my purpose is not all about being a mother. That's not all my purpose is about, is being somebody's daughter. My purpose is not all about being somebody's wife. My purpose is not all about being somebody's friend or being somebody's employee, or being somebody's family member. My purpose is bigger than that. If you can't understand that, then oh well. Well, I see. Maybe, hey, I see you. I see. Good luck. I love you unconditionally, but you're not gonna keep putting me. You're not gonna keep playing in my face, putting me in a box, and not giving me credit where credit is due. I'm not gonna deal with that. The manipulation from nobody. I don't care if it's from a man that got a penis with the gold on the end and a curve. I don't give a shit about none of that. I ain't never gave a shit about. I like sex, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. I like to hunch up and get it on. But I ain't stupid. I got self-discipline and I know what's going on now. And I know how they'll send, I know how they'll send them to you. And they mainly trying to get up in that. We be thinking like, that it's about the vagina. No, like somebody like Asir, like brother Asir said, the ass is formed first. I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah, the ass is formed first before any of the penis and the vagina and all that. That ass is formed first, and that's how they get them. That's look at these women and these men. There, they be doing that to women. They be doing the anal thing to these women. You think they don't? Shit. Get in that cavity. That's how they get to you and freshen you. That's how they get you. And it might not even be. It could be somebody sent that ain't even, you think ain't even sent. They ain't even of that elite this and that, and they ain't one of them. They one of them. They working for them. They been sent to get in your to fracture your mind and get that stuff up in your brain so you can be all out here taking over and off balance and controlled and shit to destroy you in the end. Okay. You got to be aware and you got to be in the present. Even these women, you can put on a condom all you want to. It's not going to protect you from them spirits. Okay? It's not going to protect you from them demons and them entities that can attach to your ass that it take years and years for you to cleanse yourself from. Okay? It's not worth it. No, I'm trying to be disciplined. I love to hunch up just as much as anybody else. But I'm disciplined. I'm walking in alignment. It's not that serious. It's not the end of the world, baby. Okay? So, no, it's a lot of things I can go without. I mean, I don't want to. No, I don't desire to go without it. I love me a man. I am not no fucking lesbian that don't want no dick or don't like no men. I am never gonna tell you that, ever. But I'm very careful because I know how the enemy comes. You know what I'm saying? And once that's a good way for them to come and get inside of you and fuck your damn shit up, your frequency and shit. So yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to not have nothing lacking. I'm not trying to have no leaks in this building. I'm not trying to have no portals open. So I'm just trying to tell everybody be aware, because the enemy will come through they got to come through your wife, your husband, your job, your dog, your cat, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister, your brother, your damn kids, whatever. You got to be aware, because that, just like in the Matrix, that's why I say go back. Look at these old movies, but get past the damn high definition, because they don't have high definition. They in analog or whatever. They not the high definition we used to now with the 4G and 5G and all this 8G radiation shit they putting on us. So go back and look at them now, because it really makes a lot of sense. Really makes a lot of sense. And just stay in alignment and working on create. Now it's not about, if you got a job, don't quit your job. Don't just say, oh well, I'm gonna quit. Build it up so you can create from within. That's where it's all coming from now. From within you, creating the gifts that are in you and the things that you can do from within, and packaging it and perfecting it and using this shit as a tool. Well, all this technology, using it as a tool. Don't just get dependent on it and say, oh, I don't have to think no more, and I don't have to memorize my phone number because the phone got it logged in. No, you memorize these phone numbers. You use the damn technology to make yourself even more and smarter and make yourself more on point. That's how you use it. You find a way to help it to enhance you as a tool. Don't come dependent on it, because it's all, that's what they want you to do. It's no intelligence better than human natural intelligence. It's nothing. AI cannot over succeed that. They can say it's becoming sentient and all this. It is nothing more. That's why they can't do that. They can't tap in like we can. So that's what they trying to be, because they can't be that. So they trying to be that through the AI and all that. But it's nothing better than human intelligence, natural intelligence. You tapping into your inner self and using your own brain power and stuff like that, and tapping within, tapping into your Akashic records and stuff, and not sleeping with these phones, and stuff, putting them away, putting these devices away, getting your crystals and making your crystal grids. Not sleeping with these, even a mirror. Cover the mirror when you go to sleep. All these portals and stuff. Yeah, don't have no mirror in your room and you sleeping and stuff. Just be aware. And this has been MaSunGoddess777. I'm about to go in here and I'm about to fix me a little something. I think I have not been cooking my stuff right, my vegetables, because I made a mistake and I let it stay on long. I let my cabbage cook a little long. I had some sweet onions and I chopped them up and I put them in there with the cabbage and I let them stay a little bit too long. And what happened was it kind of fried and burned a little bit. That them was some of the big. I'm like, these taste like my daggone grandmama cabbage. Honey, I'm gonna cook me something. I'm gonna cook me a big pot tonight like that. I'm gonna leave that mug alone and let it just fry in there with it. I ain't have much seasoning on it at all. And I let them onions cook, and I let them cabbage get real. Didn't hardly have no water, honey. Cause I been cooking them, but I ain't even gonna front. I've been doing too much. My people was like, girl, you done did something to them cabbages and I ain't have no side meat or nothing, and I ain't even gonna front. Cause I've been cutting back on the meat. I eat meat, but some weeks I don't eat no meat. I just be eating like, vegetables. I will eat some starch and stuff like that. But I've been cutting back the days because I had made me some peach preserve. I made me some peach preserve and I made me some homemade cheese biscuits, honey, and I'm gonna tell you it ain't right. But I'm gonna be honest, I made this won't today, but this was a few days ago. This is why I had to cut back. I done found some natural, like organic. It might not even be organic, but I done find me some organic. This how I started eating it, messing with them Asians in Raleigh. Pork stomach. Honey, I boiled it and then I roasted it down and I got that skin, like some crackling skin. And then I found me some country ham and I fried it till it got black. I don't like no light skin. I don't like no light skin meat. It's gotta be not burnt either, but it's gotta be, gotta be dark skin. So I done fried that ham in that skillet. This was days ago. And I made them damn biscuits, honey. Made me some peach preserve. You talking about somebody? Mm. Child, I ain't buying from the store, which I do. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I will, but they ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that homemade bread. So, honey, I ate me some stuff my grandmama, and when I cooked my second batch, I put some damn. I let my cheese sit out. Like I be trying to get the version of the hoop cheese. I be trying to get the version of the hoop cheese, so I let the cheese sit out and swell up. I don't know if that's healthy. Don't follow me. But I let it sit out and swell up. I don't want it cold. I want it to be warm. Look, one time I let my cheese sit out and somebody don't put it back in the refrigerator. I was like, no, you didn't put my cheese. And it was swelling up too. You know how when the cheese sit out and they get a little warm, it start like they get that regular cheddar. I like the sharp cheddar. It starts swelling up like that bacteria, and it start the yeast and all that start swelling up like that hoop cheese. And this one I'm ready to, yeah, that's what I needed with my honey bun. And look, I don't drink this. I don't drink this all the time. I really don't drink it like I want to. But honey, I done slipped up and drunk me something I don't need to be fucking with. Some wild cherry. It done replaced my Coca-Cola. This wild cherry drink. So yeah, I gotta slow down. So that's why I have been not eating meat. Cause I done ate that damn ham, that pork. We don't supposed to be eating the pork. They said the Muslim. So I done ate me some. I thought I was doing something by getting the natural organic. So I got the pork stomach. I started eating that every now and then. I don't eat a lot, but them Asians know how to cook it. But I know how to cook it too. Cause see, the Asians ain't gonna just cook it one way. They gonna cook it about 3 different ways. They gonna boil it. They gonna fry it. They gonna stew it. They gonna. So what I did was I boiled it for about 15 minutes. And that made the skin tight at the top because it got that crackling skin. Then I put salt on the top of it, and I put it in some foil in the pan, and I put that damn rice vinegar at the bottom, and I turned it over and seasoned it and all that. And then I didn't make sure I didn't put no liquids on the top so that skin can get, bubbly and crackling. And I put it in there and then covered up, put it in that oven for about close to 40, 50 minutes. You talking about something good, honey? With that damn peach preserve and them cheese bits. Ooh, that's the country eating right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm getting ready to go fix me a little something. I ain't doing no pork, but I'm gonna do a little beef, and I'm gonna do me some cabbage, and I might do me some cornbread and some homemade mashed potatoes. Cause I don't know, them mashed potatoes was good. I didn't put a lot in them neither. I melted that butter, and I put a little buttermilk in there to stir them. And that's what I had. I ain't have no meat. I just had the cabbage and I had the cabbage, with the cooked down, like almost fried, with the sweet onion, and then I had the mashed potatoes and no meat, and that was some kind of good. And I made me some cheese biscuits. I could have did without the cheese, but my greedy ass, but I didn't eat no meat. I didn't eat no meat till today. And so when I do eat some meat today, it'll probably be a few days where I'll lay off the meat. I will clean my system out, lay off the meat. But I went to the store, and I don't know what was going on here. Don't you know they had chicken breasts on the bone for $5? Fresh chicken breasts? They must have got that during that snow thing and it had too much, because, honey, I bought that and I took it off the bone, and I'm talking about I made chicken tenders, and it was too many. Like, I had to keep freezing it, and I'm like, this is too much chicken. Like, chicken breast. I took it off the bone, and I sliced it up to make chicken tenders. I only bought like 4 packs, and honey, I'm talking about that chicken lasted too long. I had to freeze it because I couldn't cook it all. I made so many chicken tenders out of those 4 packs. I probably could have fed half the neighborhood, or not the whole, with that. Like, giving them like maybe 4 or 5 tenders a piece. It was too much chicken. And I had started taking my chicken off. It's cheaper than buying it boneless. Taking it out. Look, I done experimented and took some legs off the bone. I need to make a video. I took the legs off the bone, but the thing is, you got to take them you got to cut them veins out. That's a lot of work, but I did. And I made, what I made with that? Oh, I made sesame chicken with that, and that shit was good. I made homemade sesame chicken, which I've been doing that. I've been doing that for years, but this time I took the chicken off the bone. Normally I buy it already off the bone, and that's expensive, which sometimes I'll do it because I don't feel like it, but I got more meat doing it the way I did it. I got more meat out of it, So yeah, I've just been experimenting and having a little fun, and made me some peach preserves, and what else? Yeah. Because I've been cutting back, like I said, on eating meat, but when I do eat it, I try to enjoy myself. But yeah, this has been MaSunGoddess. I gotta go in here and fix me something before it gets too late, honey. And I got some work to do. I have some digital work to do. So this has been real. I thank everybody for joining in and looking at the live, and I hope this blesses you, and I hope it encourages you to say, I can make it. If MaSunGoddess made it, And she done been through hell and back. Then I can make it. You can. And give me a like, give me a share. I'm not asking for no money or asking for nobody to, to go out and just holler my name all through the world or the crowd, but just give me a holler, give me a like, comment and stuff once it's uploaded. Let me know. Let me know that I encouraged somebody and that, I said a good word or something. Because that energy comes back to you when you show appreciation and acknowledgement to somebody else. It'll come back to you in a good way. Okay. Roll my windows up. And this has been MaSunGoddess. Close this top. This has been. I had the camera off the whole time. Sure did, didn't I? Well, here I am. Bye bye. What am I doing? Playing with the backgrounds. This has been MaSunGoddess777. Y'all have a wonderful day. I would have had it on soon. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. You see that picture? That's what my name stands for. I'm in with the energy of the cherry blossoms. That's the cherry blossoms. Y'all like that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that. Isn't that relaxing? Isn't that peaceful? Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? You like that? The cherry blossom, that energy of spring, that energy of the lunar new year. Happy Lunar New Year. Your breathing. Don't forget to do your breathing and holding it in for a few seconds and doing your qigong, beating on your body. The cherry blossoms is so peaceful. That's the energy of renewal. That's the energy of the Lunar New Year. That's the symbol of the regeneration goddess of Japan. The newness, the rebirth, the transformation. And with that fire horse energy, transformation, death, life, and rebirth. Happy Lunar New Year. Greetings to you. This is what I'm looking at. This is the energy I'm in. I love the cherry blossoms. And this has been MaSunGoddess777. Like I said, don't forget to do your grounding, to do your breathing exercises, to get all of that energy, getting that energy out. You're really gonna see the results now of beating on your body, doing the qigong, doing your stretching, and making sure that you get that energy out of your hips, that's where a lot of the energy from trauma and from past lives trauma, it goes in your spine, it goes in your hips, it goes in your lower back, beating on the top of your head, beating on your eyebrows and beating on your cheeks and doing your your breathing and clearing out your throat chakra Aligning your chakras and getting, like I said, getting that energy out. You can even clean out your lymphatic system. When I say lymphatic, I'm talking about your kidneys, your liver, your spleen and all of that, even even beating on your colon and different stuff, your large intestine, small intestine, just lightly, beating on it and doing your breathing exercises, standing on your tiptoes and breathing. That's helping clean out the toxins in your lymphatic system, cleaning out the liver and all of that. So don't forget to do along with you exercising and doing all this other stuff and taking your vitamins and supplements and medication, don't forget to be doing your qigong, your breathing exercises, your stretching, and all that good stuff. And y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Have a bliss rest of your new year. Unconditional love, healing, balance, and wholeness and oneness to you. Like, subscribe, and share. Support Maya's Temple. Maya's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love started from within. It started, from within me. And um I was thinking like, well, I want to do more, but really the work over the last couple of years has been more spiritual work, more grid type work, more dragon and ley lines type, more energy frequency type work than me doing at the actual physical. It's been more spiritual. And I see the results now. Like, I see it. I see the spiritual work is just as important. It's more important, actually. And it doesn't happen like overnight, but it's seasons to everything. So like I said, y'all keep on doing the work on yourselves. It's not for nothing. This has been MaSunGoddess777. Support my yacht's temple and unconditional love. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know that I gave you an encouraging word. I'm not asking you for money or to send me no cash apps and none of that stuff. But just like, subscribe, and share, and show your appreciation. Thank you. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of the month. I'll be back. I'm gonna give you an encouraging word. If you might have heard it, you might not have heard some of the things I say. You might not have heard it put like I put it, but it's gonna be coming from source, and it's gonna be coming from a pure place. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna tell you straight up like what I've experienced and what I've been channeling. And y'all have a wonderful day. Unconditional love, protection, healing, bliss to you.